All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It is Saturday. Gotta love the weekend. Sounds like we've got some Peloton in the background, so feel free to grab your pedals. What are we talking about today? We're going back to this date in 1970. Jimi Hendrix dies at the age of 27. We have not yet covered Jimi Hendrix in the cave. Some of you might find that to be unbelievable after 500 episodes, but it just so happens that that is the case. Jimi Hendrix fan here, but complicated Jimi Hendrix fan in that so much good music, but for so long we heard pretty much the same however many Hendrix songs that there are. So they kind of fall into the Beatles category for me as far as that's concerned. I don't know that I ever seek out his music. I won't intentionally play it, but there are some songs that I will absolutely listen to if they come on. We put up this poster over here. This one is one of the only ones left of my giant posters that has left to be framed or put up, but we're showing it off today. That's a good one. Famous picture. So let's talk about Jimi Hendrix for a minute. Think about this for a minute. His career lasted 4 years, and he put out 3 records. That's it, folks. That's all. Pretty amazing, huh? And somehow in that span, he ended up being the greatest instrumentalist in the history of rock and roll. So influential. It's pretty crazy. He was born in Seattle. He didn't even start playing guitar till age 15. So think about that for a minute. He picked up a guitar when he was 15, only played the guitar, was around for 12 years in total. He joined the Army, was discharged after 1 year, moved to Nashville, and that's where he got his musical start, backing up the Isley Brothers, and then Little Richard for a while, and then Curtis Knight. And then his manager, who was from the Animals, the band The Animals, got him to move over to England. He moved over to England, and within a short time, he formed Jimi Hendrix and the Experience, and they put out 3 records in a row that were huge hits in England: Hey Joe, Purple Haze, and Wind Cries Mary. Then he gets a big break coming back over to the United States, plays Monterey Pop in 67 and 68, and that's when he just explodes through the roof. His third record, Electric Ladyland, then goes to number 1. His only number 1 album was his third one, and he became the highest paid musician that there was. And then ends up doing Woodstock, famously, of course, Star Spangled Banner. No one was around to see that. And Isle of Wight in 1970. And then he died. Pretty crazy, right? You think about it, he put out those records, and yet there's so many albums, right? I mean, they just put out compilation after compilation after compilation, whatever they get their hands on, live albums, all kinds of stuff for so long. And then they remastered everything. They did put out a posthumous album called Rainbow Bridge in 1971, right? And so his music has just been around for this whole time. It's just anytime you listen to classic rock, of course. So let's talk about your favorite Hendrix record. I'd like to know what that is. I mean, all the famous ones out there are all good. I mean, I like Purple Haze, Fire, of course, Hey Joe, Foxy Lady. Those are all staples. And those are all, I like all those. You listen to some of his live stuff, you're just like, you're totally amazed at what he was doing with a guitar in such a short period of time. It's pretty incredible. Of course, he did die at the age of 27, part of that 27 club with Robert Johnson, Brian Jones of the Stones, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse. Everyone has that cult thing in the back of their mind that there's something going on there. So what are we doing for Song of the Day? We're going to do 2 songs of the day, 2 that we have not mentioned. And the first one, even though it's not his, I just love his version of Dylan's All Along the Watchtower. Just what a great version that is, and that's one of my all-time favorite Hendrix songs. If I was going to play a song from him, that would probably be one of them. And then also from that album, Rainbow Bridge, if you don't know Dolly Dagger, check this one out. That's a good one too. So those are your 2 songs of the day for today. We're doing a little Hendrix in the Rock Cave for you. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to post below. Have a great Saturday. Tomorrow, Slow Down Sunday. Looking forward to it. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.